breaking Bigfoot news. So there's been an update with the rash of sightings in Ohio. Bigfoot Society has updated us with some new information. There's been another sighting. I guess it's at 7 now. 7 sightings in 5 days, I think it is. We can have a look at his channel and see what's going on there. And there's also a couple new reports added to the Bigfoot mapping project. And just a couple, I would say that within the last few hours, the BFRO has dropped a public report as well. So we'll get into that. And let's pull up a Bigfoot Society's channel here. Jeremiah Byron. And he's been doing good work covering this streak of cases happening in Ohio. Is it really Bigfoot? Could it be a hoax? That's always a possibility. And as you can see here, the latest short video says 7th Bigfoot sighting in 5 days, Streetboro, Ohio now. And you can follow these short videos, and they're pretty much in almost in order. There's a few more. See if we could scroll over. Nope. There's a few more you could check out. I guess you could go to the short section of the channel. Here we go. And they start at about here. Yesterday, if you missed the live stream, we played these shorts. We got into some other reports as well, so I recommend checking that out. And so we're updating you with this information here. So check this out. I also did a remix collab with this video, so that should be in my short section, and we're gonna hop on over to the Bigfoot mapping project now. And as you can see, up in Washington is lit up green, and I did scan around the globe. I didn't see any other reports, any other green reports. And again, if you're new here and are into Bigfoot, we have been covering a lot of these reports lately. And I'm dropping the Squatch here, and I could see Olympic popping up here and Shelton on the other side, kind of in between there. Let's see if we could get a number on this road here. It's probably a road crossing. Shelton Matlock Road. Very green area, lots of places to hide here. Let's take a look at this. It says date and time of sighting 2/14/26. So last month, 2:55 p.m. and a 9-footer. It did not vocalize. And it says, I was driving west and movement on my left caught my eye. I turned and saw a very large black bipedal being walking away from the road at a distance of 50 to 55 yards. I saw the right arm swinging. I tried to convince myself that it was a stump or a shadow, but neither of those swing arms. The next day at the same time, as I passed by the door, I slowed and checked for stumps or shadows. There was nothing there but straight rows of trees and low vegetation. Didn't see any young ones, no footprints, and no additional comments. It says it was all black. So very fresh report out of, not sure what county this is. Should have looked that up. I'm sure someone who follows the channel could probably tell us. I know we got some peeps up in Washington. And yeah, very interesting report there. Big thank you to the Bigfoot Mapping Project. And we're going to hop on over to the BFRO now. As this just came in, I was checking earlier today. I didn't see any reports at the moment. And just a few minutes ago, I checked it again, and sure enough, so here we go to the recently added report. So here we got reports posted since March 1st, 2026, September 2025, Kansas, Douglas County, and it's a Class A. Fisherman sees a Sasquatch while fishing at Clinton Lake, 19 miles southeast of Topeka. And yeah, I gotta ask somebody really close to me that has ties to Kansas and see if 'cause it kind of rings a bell that Topeka report number 79792, Class A, submitted by witness Stephen Arky Sexton on Thursday, February 12th, 2026. We read the title there. 2025 fall, September 13th, Kansas, Douglas County. From Topeka, Kansas, take I-70 southeast to 40 highway, then south to Clinton Lake. Look for the Bloomington East Courtesy Fishing Dock. Nearest town is Clinton. And observed, me and my friend were fishing at Clinton Lake near Topeka, Kansas. It was around dusk, and after a while, we made some Sasquatch calls. Did I say Sasquatch? Watch. Calls around 8:45 to 8:50. And as you can see, I don't have the studio set up, so no sound effects or anything like that. We are breaking this while it's hot. So we made some Sasquatch calls around 8:45 to 8:50 and got some auditory responses that everything was quiet for a while. Then two large splashes hit the water about 15 minutes after the whoops, very near to where we were standing. We traded calls until about 9:45 or so. I turned to see where the rocks came from and saw eye shine. I then proceeded to walk up the gangway from the dock we were fishing from to get closer to the eye shine. I crossed the parking lot and got within 70 feet of the Sasquatch, who was standing by a tree. He started backing away and would not let me get any closer. If I took a step toward him, he would mirror my action and took a step backwards. He was keeping a distance between us the same. For the next 40 minutes or so, we exchanged whoops. When the bell on my fishing pole rang, I had turned my head to see where he was. He had left the area. Carter Bouchard, the investigator, took me out there and took photos of me standing by the tree the Sasquatch was standing by while I held his measuring rod next to the tree. The creature was about 8 feet 3 inches tall, and we were 70 feet from the creature at the closest. That was also measured by the investigator. My buddy and me were no further from him than 70 to 100 feet. We were fishing from different areas, so we were not next to each other while we were fishing until we realized what we were seeing. So that's the report there. And then also noticed just the two rock splashes. Rocks were thrown from behind us. Then I saw the eye shine. We traded whoops and a couple of grunts for about an hour. When I turned around to see where the rocks came from is when I saw the eye shine. The eye shine was a reddish orange shade, and it got brighter as I moved closer. The color of the Sasquatch was similar to a timber wolf, splotchy grayish white-black. Although it was night, the being and coloration was clear from 70 feet away. Plus the parking and dock area was lit up as well. One of the rocks was thrown over the roof of the dock into the water. Other witnesses, my friend Mike was with me. He did not see the Sasquatch from where he was standing, but he heard it. Time and conditions, we first saw him at 9 p.m., just after sundown. The entire area was lit up since it was public fishing and boat dock plus parking lot. It says clear, I think he meant skies. It says shies there with an H. No moon, excellent visibility. The environment is in a parking lot bordered by an oak wooded area. We're at the Bloomington, Kansas East Courtesy Fishing Dock and Clinton Lake. And then a follow-up investigation reported by BFRO investigator Carter Bouchard. And yeah, I've seen Carter on different podcast before, actually. And I thought he was no longer part of the BFRO, but could be wrong. I'm not sure. Pretty sure it's him, or maybe not active and still part of the BFRO. Anyway, very interesting report there. Boom. And there you have it for now. Keep you updated with any other happenings in the Bigfoot world. Stay tuned. We appreciate the new followers, subscribers. Welcome. And if you like this content, checking it out for the first time, feel free to hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to smash that thumbs up as it tickles the algorithm. Yeah, y'all have a good one.